Imagine sitting down with a wise, warm-hearted doctor who's seen a century of life unfold, someone who's walked through history and come out with health wisdom to share. That's the spirit of Shuntaro Hida, a Japanese physician born on January 1st, 1917, who lived to be 100 years old and left behind a legacy of resilience and insight. He wasn't just any doctor. He was there, an eyewitness, when the atomic bomb, little boy, fell on Hiroshima on August 6, 1945, and he spent his life tending to survivors and studying what radiation does to the human body. Today, you're invited to step into his world and uncover practical, life-changing tips inspired by his journey, wisdom that could help you live longer, healthier, and fuller. So, grab a cozy spot and let's dive in together. And hey, if you're enjoying this so far, why not hit that like button? Drop a comment with your thoughts and subscribe for more. Sharing this with a friend could spark a great conversation. Let's build a community around this health wisdom as we go. Picture this. It's a crisp morning, and Shuntaro Hida, a young doctor at the time, is going about his day when the sky over Hiroshima erupts. The blast, the chaos, the aftermath. He didn't just witness it. He rolled up his sleeves and got to work. As a general medicine practitioner, he treated people whose lives were upended in an instant, learning firsthand how the body fights to heal under the toughest conditions. What would you do if you were thrown into a moment like that? His story isn't just about survival. It's about thriving, about finding ways to care for yourself and others no matter what life throws at you. One of the biggest lessons from his century of living is simple but powerful. Your body is your ally, and it deserves your attention. Shuntaro saw how radiation broke people down, but he also saw how small, intentional choices could build them back up. Take food, for example. Think of a steaming bowl of miso soup, rich with earthy seaweed and silky tofu, warming you from the inside out. He believed in nourishing the body with what's natural and whole, not just to fill your stomach, but to fuel your strength. What's on your plate today? Maybe it's time to swap that sugary snack for something that feels like a hug to your system. Now, let's talk about moving, because sitting still wasn't Shuntaro's style, and it shouldn't be yours either. He didn't have fancy gym equipment or a personal trainer, but he kept active through the demands of his work and the rhythm of daily life. Imagine him walking through Hiroshima's streets, checking on patients, his steps steady and purposeful. You don't need to run marathons. Just take a stroll around your neighborhood, feel the breeze on your face, and let your legs stretch. How often do you give your body the little gift of motion? Even 10 minutes can wake you up and keep you going strong. Here's a story to bring this home. A friend once told me about her grandmother, let's call her Hannah, who lived to 96 with a twinkle in her eye. Hannah swore by her morning ritual, sipping green tea on her porch, breathing deep, and tending her tiny garden. It wasn't complicated, but it was hers, a quiet way to greet the day and stay connected to herself. Shuntaro's wisdom echoes that. Consistency beats perfection every time. What's your version of Hannah's porch moment? Find it, hold on to it, and watch how it steadies you. Let's shift gears a bit, because living longer isn't just about your body. It's about your mind too. Shuntaro faced trauma most of us can't imagine, yet he kept going, driven by purpose. He taught us that stress can wear you down, but meaning can lift you up. Think about what lights you up. Maybe it's painting, calling a friend, or even just sitting with a good book and a cup of something warm. What's one thing you love that you've been too busy to do lately? Make time for it this week. It's not selfish, it's survival. Speaking of survival, let's get practical with something you can try today: water. Shuntaro knew hydration was non-negotiable. Think of it as the oil that keeps your engine running smooth. Picture pouring yourself a tall, cool glass, the way it sparkles in the light, and how it feels sliding down, crisp and clean. He'd tell you to drink before you're thirsty, especially as the years add up. How much water have you had today? If it's not enough, go grab some now. I'll wait. Now, let's weave in another thread from his life. Connection. After the bomb, Shuntaro didn't retreat into a shell. He reached out, helping others heal. There's something magical about that, isn't there? I remember a time when I was feeling low, and a neighbor, let's call him Ken, 82 and full of stories, knocked on my door with a plate of homemade dumplings, golden. We talked for an hour, and I walked away lighter. Who's your Ken? Reach out to them soon. A little human warmth goes a long way. Here's where it gets fun. Let's talk about sleep, that sweet reset button. Shuntaro lived through chaos, but he understood rest wasn't a luxury. It was a lifeline. Imagine sinking into your bed, the sheets cool against your skin, the world fading away as you drift off. He'd tell you to protect the time like it's gold. Turn off the screens, dim the lights, and let your mind unwind. How's your sleep been lately? If it's rocky, try a little wind-down ritual tonight. Your body will thank you. As we journey through this wisdom, let's pause for a quick check-in. You're doing great sticking with me. Why not drop a comment below and tell me what's resonating with you so far? I'd love to hear your thoughts, and it's a chance to connect with others on this path. Shuntaro's life reminds us that health isn't a solo gig. It's better when we share it. So, what's one tip you're excited to try? Let's keep the momentum going with something delicious and doable. Food that heals. Shuntaro saw how diets heavy in processed junk left people weaker, while simple, fresh ingredients gave them a fighting chance. Think of a ripe persimmon, its bright orange skin giving way to a sweet, juicy burst. Pair that with a handful of crunchy walnuts, and you've got a snack that's pure joy. He'd encourage you to cook something real this week. Nothing fancy, just honest. What's a recipe you've been meaning to dust off? Give it a whirl and savor the difference. Now, let's touch on something Shuntaro learned the hard way: listening to your body. Radiation taught him how fragile we are, but also how tough we can be when we pay attention. Maybe your back's been aching, or you're more tired than usual. Don't ignore it. A friend of mine, let's say she's 70 and calls herself Miki, once shrugged off a nagging cough until it landed her in the doctor's office. She's fine now, but she wishes she'd acted sooner. What's your body whispering to you today? Tune in, it's smarter than you think. Here's a little secret from a century of living. Laughter matters. Shuntaro didn't just treat patients. He shared smiles, lightening their load. I'll never forget my uncle, let's call him Taro, 85 and a joker, cracking up over a silly cat video, his whole face glowing. Find your funny bone this week. Watch something silly. Tell a bad joke. Let it ripple through you. When's the last time you laughed until your sides hurt? Go chase that feeling. It's medicine without a prescription. Think about how a good giggle can shift your whole day. Shuntaro knew it wasn't just fluff, it was healing. Picture yourself with friends, swapping stories until tears stream down your face, or even chuckling alone in a goofy memory. That lightness sticks with you, loosening the not-stressed TIs in your shoulders. Taro once said a day without laughter was like a meal without salt, bland and forgettable. So, what's your go-to for a quick laugh? Make it a habit. It's a spark that keeps your spirit young. As we near the end of this journey, let's circle back to purpose, because that's the thread that ties it all together. Shuntaro's purpose was clear. Help, heal, learn, repeat. Yours might be different: raising kids, growing a garden, or just being there for someone, but it's yours to claim. What keeps you going when the days get long? Lean into it. It's your fuel for the road ahead. Shuntaro found his calling amid chaos, a steady compass through life's storms, and you can too. Maybe it's the quiet pride of watching a seedling sprout or the comfort of a late-night chat with a loved one. It doesn't have to be grand to be real. Purpose isn't a billboard. It's a whisper in your heart, guiding you forward. Ask yourself, what makes you feel alive, even on the tough days? Hold it close, nurture it like a flame, and let it light your path as the years roll on. So, here we are, you and me, wrapping up this chat with a man who lived 100 years and left us treasures of wisdom. Shuntaro Hida's life whispers to us, eat well, move often, rest deep, laugh loud, and love hard. It's not rocket science, but it's life-changing. What's one step you'll take today to honor that? Start small, but start now. Maybe it's that glass of water, a quick walk, or a call to someone who matters. Before you go, let's build something together. This isn't just a video, it's a community. Hit that like button if this spoke to you. Drop a comment with your favorite tip or a story of your own. And subscribe so we can keep exploring health wisdom side by side. Share this with someone you care about. Let's spread the warmth and watch it grow. You're not just living longer, you're living better, and I'm cheering you on every step of the way. Here's to you, to Shuntaro, and to a life well lived. Let's make it happen.